So, the PlayStation State of Play. Yeah, just having, yeah. What the heck was that? Okay, yeah. Well, there were some good things, lots of good things. There were some good things in the game, in that State of Play. There were some really, really bad things there. So I'll get the good stuff out of the way first, because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about with the bad stuff. So let's start off with the good stuff. Good stuff was the PlayStation VR games and these other games that were not VR. Well, they looked good, The VR ones looked very nice and charming, and it's VR, so yeah, it'll be very immersive and wonderful, and that's great. All I have to do is get together like $1,000, 500 or more for the system, and however much that thing costs, and then I can play those. Yeah, nice. But then there's the ones that aren't VR. Those are actually looking pretty good too. There was that weird game where you played as well. You basically were moving puzzle game where you had all these humans moving around, and you try to they were like lemmings, and you had to basically get them moving in the right places so they could do their stuff. Right. So yeah, those guys doing their stuff. That was something. That wasn't bad. Then you had other stuff going on. Let me see. There was that one game where you're on the island. You're on an island, and they get the light out. The light. One game when you're on the island. You play as this girl on an island. She can see through the eyes of other creatures, and those other creatures can, and then she can control those other creatures. That looked cool. I like that one. That was cute. Looked very nice. Then you had Street Fighter, the new Street Fighter game. That looked very nice. That looked very nice. Oh yeah, the Baldur's Gate 3 and Resident Evil 4 or whatever it was. Yeah, those games look great. Those games look nice. And I bet the people that like those kind of games will have a fun time with those. So yeah, that'll be great. Back to Street Fighter though. Street Fighter was really good for the most part. And they introduced 3 new characters. You had Zangief, looking as awesome as ever. Doing his stuff, very nice. You had Lily. And you had Chun Li, who looks super hot and wonderful now that she's got her new outfit with a Union Jack shirt and I think Chun Li leggings. It looks like that's so good. She looks so great. And then there's Lily. So that girl. I think her and I are going to have some issues apparently, because here's how she works. You have a girl. You have this girl. She's like a schoolgirl kind of looking character, sort of. Village, but she lives in some sort of tribal-looking village or something. She has wind powers, like kind of some Pocahontas stuff going on. I don't know what's going on here, but do we have Rashid for wind powers? I don't understand what's going on. But anyway, so she attacks with. I see her fighting. She attacks with these little war clubs, and I'm like, okay, that's a little strange, but kind of, I guess I can live with it. She's work. But then she does her finish move, and her finish move, she basically throws her opponent up in the air, and then trips or something, or they fall on the ground. She trips and falls on top of them, and that's how she wins. I'm just like, that's kind of offensive. I feel insulted. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's what I feel like. Just straight up. Just don't do anything, Lily. Just maybe we should replace you with one of those guys from the American team, in SNK. The basketball player, the football player, the baseball player. You one of those guys? You can do that. But anyway, but other than Lily, there was some other character, but there was some good news. The other characters that were in there. That were not really introduced, but they were basically there, and you can see them. Zangief mostly fought E Honda. That was cool. Yeah, that was super cool. The Honda in there. I want to see his introduction now, because he looks super cool too. Lily fought Blanca. I was like, Blanca, man, this is cool. You see Blanca hang out? It's great. Too bad he's fighting Lily, but anyway, Then there's this old guy with a long white hair and a white beard. I think he's a new guy. Or maybe Jin, but I don't know. I was thinking for a second maybe he's Ruggles if he got really old, but he's from SNK. So, no, not Capcom. So a different character. So maybe he's one of the new guys. Whatever the case is. So it works. I'll get the light out. Yeah, sorry, there's a big old skylight. There you go. So yeah. That was all the good stuff in the game. You know, I might have forgotten a few things. I don't know. I got to see that thing, PlayStation the thing again, perhaps. Whatever the case is, most of it was good. Then we got to the main event, the headliner, the game I was looking forward to for a long time until I finally saw what kind of game it's going to be, and that is Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Yes. There was a comment in a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League review video that said, Suicide Squad, kill all interest in the game. And they're right, because oh my gosh, what were they thinking with this game? You know, I like the story, the characters look nice. It is a really interesting one, especially for the Suicide Squad, because it's like this: you have Brainiac basically attacking Earth, the Justice League, the people that you expect to go and fight against him, try to go and fight against him, but somehow they get beaten. Get the light out of here. How do you do that? Okay, that's too much. That's not enough light. There's better. Okay, so it was like, they're not enough. There's not enough. They get defeated and turned into basically stooges for Brainiac. Then the Suicide Squad. Amanda Waller says the Suicide Squad, which are no match for the Justice League normally, into battle, to go fight him. So he's like, Suicide, Batman, basically the Justice League, Batman, Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, got those guys in there, maybe a few others, who knows? Harley Quinn's going. In the Suicide Squad, you got Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and King Shark, and they have a few friends. Penguin, it was like the Tinkerer, or somebody. I don't know. Maybe not Tinkerer. Wrong universe, but whatever. You have some different characters, makeup finishes all throughout the thing, and it does look cool. The story and the CG look great. The characters are interesting characters. And Rocksteady is a legendary creator. They created the Arkham series, one of some of the best games I've ever seen in my life. But then I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, why did you make it a live service game? Now I was like, I didn't know this was a live service game for a while. I thought it was just going to be it's going to be like basically playing Batman or Arkham City or Arkham Origins. I thought that was going to be like. But then I see them talking about gear. Again, Gotham Knights talked about gear. Avengers talked about gear. Then you see these characters playing the game, and you have what's it called? All of them are third person shooting at stuff. All. And while certain characters do use guns, it's not fun to see just everyone shooting at stuff. It's not cool. It's just like, okay, here's the deal. You have Deadshot. Deadshot uses guns. Give him the guns. Just have him use the guns, and then be like, "Yay, it's Deadshot." Uses the guns. Harley Quinn can use a gun, but she prefers to be up close range. At least according to what Rocksteady gave us last time. She loves her bats and her mallets and other melee weapons, close range weapons. Captain Boomerang uses boomerangs. Why did you give him a gun? And King Shark, is like basically a shark Hulk. He doesn't use guns. He likes to smash things and bite them. What the heck is he doing with a gun? It's sad. He's like, you can put perks in your guns and like that. But I'm like, okay, look, here's the deal with me. Instead of having everyone use guns and be generic, why not have Deadshot use guns because he's Deadshot? Give Harley Quinn bats and mallets and other melee weapons like she would have in the normal game. Give Captain Boomerang boomerangs, other things he can throw because that's what he would do. And give what's his name? King Shark gauntlets or armor pieces or something so that he can smash things up close. Then you put perks on those. Yeah, you want gear? You do that kind of gear. But everyone gets guns, just straight up. It shows laziness. It shows crappiness, and also always online and stuff too. Like, come on, we're talking Rocksteady here. They made vast offline worlds that people could live in, could play in as Batman. Imagine seeing Batman Arkham City or Arkham Knight. Having a Batman Arkham City or Arkham Knight scope of a game where you can play as Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, or Captain Boomerang, with each having individual, movesets. Imagine that. That would be awesome. But we don't get that, at least not yet. Hopefully someday we will. You know, the same thing with our Gotham Knights. I would have liked to see a Batman Arkham Origins game, scope, level, scope city, with when you play as what's the name, Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin, or not Deadshot, Red Hood. I would like to see that. You want gear makes more sense in that game than it does here. Like that. Because then it's like, yeah, you got the regular Tonfa, nunchuck, Tonfa, whatever. You change it for the one with poison or freezing capabilities or fire or something. Think about that stuff. I don't know how well this game is going to do. Now that it's basically well known that it's going to be a live service style game that's focusing on gear and generic characters, generically acting characters. Even though the story looks great, the story of Batman, Gotham Knights was actually pretty good too, and the story in Avengers was actually not bad, mostly, But again, focusing on cheap stuff like gear, not these legendary characters, Now here's the problem with me, again, another issue. I like RPGs, so when I see something like, when I see somebody saying, okay, you hating on somebody having gear. In RPGs, everyone has gear. You have to level up gear and level them up too. I'm like, yeah, you do. That's fine. But them, it's an RPG. It's that kind of game. That's the kind of character they are. But then there's there's certain characters that should not have you doing that stuff. There should be no level 1 Thor or Iron Man. There shouldn't be, or Harley Quinn or King Shark or whatever. There shouldn't be. There should be no level 1 lightning strikes or unibeams or anything like that. There shouldn't be. What the heck? This stuff makes things unnecessarily complicated with characters like that. But you have characters that are in RPGs. It's like a different story because that's the kind of the game it is. This is, it's really sad to see stuff like that. So hopefully they'll improve the game. If they don't and it fails miserably and they lose bunches of cash on that, hopefully that'll teach them a good lesson to stop messing around with this life story bullcrap and actually get back to good games. For Avengers, for Gotham Knights, both of them are doing well. So hopefully they'll figure that out. That's my take on the PlayStation State of Play. There's some great stuff in there, but then there was some stuff that was so sad and horrible that I'm just like, what the heck? Why is it happening? So yeah, see you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube video and art. We'll talk about other ones later.